So season 2, episode 2, Steep Dreams podcast with the Mad Hatters and Luna.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
What do we have to talk about this time? I'm going to get rid of this hat already.
All right.
Okay. I don't know wear this hat, but we'll talk about it later. Segment of the month, we still have one participant, Mike Helms, in the lead.
Okay.
So get out there, run the court.
Now, what's the segment?
New Almaden.
Webb Canyon to Mine Hill.
Yeah, that's
southbound. No, northbound direction.
Yes.
Okay.
From Webb Canyon to Mine Hill.
Which is one of the OG segment of the month segments.
Which is segment of the quarter now.
Yep.
Despite everyone's wanting to do segment of the week, we only got to get to Quicksilver a little bit more. It has been raining, all right? So, how is Quicksilver mud? It's usually sticky and terrible.
Bad. It's bad. So if you leave from Maccabee, it's very muddy. There's ways to get out of Mockingbird. There's ways to get out of Hacienda. Hacienda is the place to go if you're worried about mud because Mine Hill generally drains very, very well. You're never going to see mud on that side of Mine Hill. Between Guadalupe and Maccabee is the only place on Mine Hill where the mud is really, really crazy.
Which it always is. So I would recommend go to Rancho. It's very nice there. JK. Anyway.
Or Sierra Sul.
There is a trail work day today, which we missed. We're recording on the 22nd, Sunday. So there's trail work day today. The next, there's more trail work coming up. I don't know what those trail work days are, but there is a fence painting day.
So March 28th, we are like 90+% locked in on a collaborative trail work day with Santa Clara County Parks in the Quicksilver Running Club. And we're basically going to paint the fence. Like, I don't know how many of you remember Karate Kid, paint the fence, but that's what we're going to be doing. All the lumber is down and nailed in. We just need to weather treat, or weatherproof paint it. That's March 28th. Reach out to the podcast if you don't know how to sign up. Otherwise, most of you will be seeing something in your inbox to ask you to help.
Don't forget about that. And next up, let's talk about the Quicksilver 100K, 50K. I hear it's getting full.
We are about to go on to a wait list at the 100K. I believe we have about 14 spots left, which is not much.
So
before we hit a wait list.
If you're on the fence, not the cemetery fence, but if you're on the fence, sign up so you don't be on the wait list and get a spot. All right.
And just for all of you, when you call me and ask me to get you into the race, it's a lot harder when we're it's just more dicey when it goes into when it goes to a wait list. If you call me and ask me to get you into the race today, it's easy.
There's spots available. All right. Speaking of racing, let's talk about the Skunk Apes Revenge race.
What a great hat.
I went to in Florida. If you don't know what a skunk ape is, it's Florida's version of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it.
Did you find it?
No. But it's I don't know. There was you're out running in the green swamp, what they call it, and it's a hunting ground. They hunt deer, pig, and turkeys. And then there's a sign off to a different area off to the side that says gut dump. And the race director took you through the gut dump on each loop. And so there was skeletons.
Did it smell kind of weird?
It smelled funky.
Oh, man.
There's a rib cage, there's a spine, there's a skull. You're just running through it. You're like, ah, that was terrible. Anyway, so I signed up for the 60K because the 30K was full. However, not trained for a 60K. So I went for one loop and then started out on the second loop. And I was like, I'm going to be suffering for a while. So I made it to the next aid station, which was another 5 miles. And then I was like, hey, anybody going back to the start?
Is there a car?
Yeah. So someone gave me a ride back.
Uber for Jeff Pace. Uber for Jeff Pace. Yeah. Is there a black Toyota Camry?
So I got right back to the start and told them I was dropping, and they were like, "Oh, you can just drop down to the 30K." Okay. I was like, "Oh, well, that's what I wanted to do because it was full and I couldn't say it." So Long story short, my 30K time was good enough for second place. So
Nice.
one
Nice.
for the old guys. Anyway, moving on from that, I would say there's not too many highlights from that race. It's the local small races are always a lot of fun because it's community driven. It's not a just huge giant production. It was just like barely put together, but a lot of fun. People are great. Florida is pancake flat. My 23 miles and change had a total elevation of 200 feet.
So,
which I think I got come up the steps.
One of the most important things for me with races, that's funny, is logistics. Like, was the hotel close? Was the parking easy? Because I don't care how flat. Like, you give me a cheap hotel that's clean right by the start line, I'll run your race.
Yeah, well, we were visiting Holly's parents, and so they were an hour away. We took a field trip to visit the race venue to check out the spots, make sure it wasn't too hard to get to, and found some nice egg farms and some honey on the way. So
okay.
it was a good adventure.
Okay.
But, yeah, recommend that if you're in the area. They've got a lot of other events that they put on. They have a night run because it's kind of hot there. So They have a night run as well, and a 100-miler and over in Tampa, I think, that company puts on. But anyway.
All right.
Enough about that.
Now for the good stuff.
I'm going to bring on our special guest of this episode, and that is one of our local legends here. I've been running with Tim off and on around here since I showed up. He's been here. Tim Thompson.
For me, Tim Thompson is the Brad Pitt of ultra running. He's better looking and more talented than me. So let's bring him in.
Timmy.
Hey. I don't know about that. But,
you guys and your long hair, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I can't. My hair is too thin and it just gets terrible looking. And
thanks for having me.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're thrilled to have you here. Really, thrilled.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome to the pod.
Thank you.
Well, tell us about your journey. Like, were you born here? Were you raised here? When did you show up? When did you start running?
I was born and raised here. I grew up in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Went to Los Gatos High School. Went to college in Chico. Roundabout
At Chico State.
In a roundabout way, ended up back here in San Jose, and then kind of started out as a runner when I was young. Started running when I was like 10 or 11.
Like in a cross country?
Yeah. In like
because I always did sports and like running was the punishment.
Oh, yeah, like
or the workout, right?
Like middle school, I started
Jeff scooping off, run a lap.
Cross country and track. Ran until my sophomore year in high school. Then I discovered beer and girls.
Yeah,
and I took like a
3-year
hiatus, and then I went to college. And then a couple years into college, I sort of discovered cycling. Did cycling very seriously for like 30 years.
Ooh, what does very seriously mean?
I'm glad you double clicked on that. Like, what does that mean?
So
like professional.
Competitive.
So I was a pro cross country racer for about 10 years.
Cross country on a bike means what?
Mountain bike.
Okay.
Like what is it? Just certain distances? Or
they were all different distances, anywhere up to 50 miles probably.
Okay.
On a mountain bike, but mostly like I mostly worked towards like the national series. I was always trying to try to be.
Was that like an Xterra type thing? Or?
Well, there was a national mountain bike series that I did consistently for about 6 years or so.
Okay.
Traveled around the country, did those, but I always kind of ran, and I was always sort of a runner too, but sort of cycling was my focus for a super long time. And then like in my early to mid 40s.
You're 40?
A little bit over. Early to mid 40s, I
think we're lined up by age, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I got sick of cycling, and I had done I've been cycling for like 35 years. I raced, as a pro. Then I raced as a masters racer. Went to lots of national championships.
Nice.
All kinds of stuff like
Nice,
that.
nice.
And then I started running, trail running, and I was like, I did this 10-mile race. I'm like, oh, I'm hooked, and this was fun. Then I'm like, oh, I've never run a marathon before, so I thought, well, I'll see if I can run a marathon. So I trained, and I was looking for trail stuff. So my first race was it was an ITR race up in Folsom, and I did that. Rolled my ankle super bad halfway through it. Then I did.
You can't call yourself a trail runner until that
I'm sorry to
happens.
pause you right
Yes,
there.
go ahead.
So you're like running your trail race and you're trying your marathon and you roll an ankle. Like, what were your thoughts? Like in that moment where you're like, oh, dude, what the heck? Like,
Actually,
why am I running around in the dirt? Or was it just like another like you're like, okay, I got this. Like, just gonna keep going.
Well, I'm always trying to go as fast as I can, regardless of what I say I'm going to do. I can't help it because I'm competitive that way.
That I think.
But-
Yep.
Yeah, but when I rolled it, I was like, I had done the turnaround and I was coming back, and there were two girls coming up the trail, and I looked up at them and I'm like, hey, and I went bam, and I hit the ground right in front of them.
I'm sorry,
pretty
but that's
funny.
perfect.
It was
I'm sorry, but that's perfect.
So then I basically hobbled all the way back and finished, and then and then it's just typical trail runner, just constantly trying to see how much further I
The
can
next
go.
thing, the next thing, the next thing.
Yep. And
What was your first ultra?
first ultra was the four-door 50K.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, it was hard. It was.
I don't even
it
think
was a
I've
li-
run that one. I haven't run that one
It was.
yet.
I've done it like 3 times.
It's
but
not.
I haven't done it. It's not super hard.
scenic, because like it kind of looks like a war zone. There's like craters and like open areas and stuff. But like you're in Monterey. Like it's not bad. It's like very very interesting course, right? Because you're like because of all the military blast
Yeah.
zones and you see the signs that say like don't wander off trail. You might accidentally step on a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mine.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
So
and then
then-
how many? Then continue. Did you advance to 100K or 50 mile first?
So I did a bunch of 50Ks, and then I did a couple 50-milers.
What was your first 50 miler?
I think Marin Ultra Challenge.
Great
Mud.
course.
Okay.
The old course, the one that started like way down under the Golden Gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the first one I did.
You had to run in the sand, I believe, for a while there.
Maybe. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I thought I got lost in that race, but I didn't. And then I think Quicksilver was the first 100K that I actually finished. I've only DNF'd one race. It was the they used to have this race up in Tahoe. It was, what was the name of it? Castle Peak 100K.
I remember Castle Peak.
Yeah,
I've
so
heard of that.
that was like my first 100K attempt, and I had so much quad pain at like 45 miles in, I pulled it. I
Yikes.
just didn't do it. And then and then
100 miles.
took me a super long time to pull the trigger to do that. I was like super nervous to do that, and so I did a couple 100Ks, and then I did TRT 100-miler.
That's your only 100?
That's the only one I've done.
Oh.
Because I wanted to do more after that, but I kept getting injured more and more. Like the last really big race I did was in 2021. I did this like 70-mile race around Mount St. Helens.
Oh,
Which
nice.
was one of the coolest races I've ever done. Super low support, but it was fun. Then I had like an Achilles injury that
Sidelined
basically
you for a while.
sidelined me for 3 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, TRT was a solid effort, I thought.
Yeah,
Thanks to your final pacer.
I had Jeff was my pacer.
Nice.
Yeah, paced me from mile 20,
80.
mile 80. The last.
Oh, so Diamond Peak 2,
Diamond
Yeah.
Peak, well, 1 for me.
from the bottom of Diamond Peak 2 to
The finish.
the
To the
finish.
finish. Yeah.
And my goal was to get him under 27 hours.
Yeah, because
And did we do it?
We did.
You see how I lumped the wheat? Like, it's already wheat.
Yeah.
I'm already in
Well,
there.
It was Jeff got me there because the guys that were there with us, they're like, yeah, there's no way he's going to finish under 27 hours, and Jeff's like, we're going to do it, and so he.
I would run ahead into every aid station and I would be like, don't let him sit down. Just tell him, you got to go. You got to go.
I know
You gotta go."
the last one at the top of Snow Valley Peak, I came into the aid station, and all the Boy Scouts that are there, they're like, your pacer said you can't stop. You have to keep going. So I was
Yes,
like, all right. So I
yes.
grabbed some food.
Because it was minutes.
It was
minutes that we finished under 27 hours.
20,
Like
20,
we had,
26:54.
yeah, and we were passing people, and people were just like,
We were hauling.
like nice pace for that. Yeah,
It was
I
fun.
thought they were talking to me, but no, it was you
Yeah.
doing the pace.
Tim, I don't want to drive us into the weeds
that's all
too
right.
far, but like your injury was a big deal. Your Achilles, I know you had some pretty interesting treatments.
was it a
and
tear?
like
Yeah, what was
and it was like it's an odyssey that was it spanned years,
Yeah.
right?
It basically I kind of had to like back off on the running for a while, and I hoping it would get better. It was basically I had acute inflammation in the back of my heel where the Achilles inserts into the heel bone, and it was inflamed for so long that it just never would get better.
Oh, you weren't off it long enough. You were like,
Yeah, so
you would do a little bit
I
just
would
to try
take
to-
I would take like a month off at a time, and it
Wasn't enough.
just wouldn't get better. And I did like a couple of rounds of like cortisone shots, and those worked for a while. And I ended up ultimately having to have this procedure done where they basically took a large gauge needle and poked a bunch of holes in my Achilles to
This is the one I'm
I
talking
heard
about.
this story. I heard this part.
to re-damage it, and then
I remember hearing this
to
part now,
sort
and I
of
had blocked it out.
Yeah,
said,
to
I don't
stimulate
wanna-
healing, and then I was in a boot, PT, and it slowly started to go away.
No, nice.
So after like probably 4 or 5 months of, just being easy on it, it kind of went away, and then I slowly started running again, and all that time I kind of went back to cycling. Did a lot of cycling.
Okay.
Did the death.
And I saw it on Strava.
Yeah,
Keep your fitness.
I did the death ride, so I had something to train for. I did a couple of these 100-mile mountain bike races out in Arizona. Those were pretty fun. And then so that the second one I did was just last September, and then I really started running again after that.
That's
So
awesome.
it's been like
So
5 months to
Okay,
get back
so
to where I am
How's
now.
your running training going now?
It's good. It's good.
And perfect transition. What's on the horizon?
Well, I got way too cool.
Yeah.
And
Well,
What's
I'm
way
calling
too-
it-
what's
I'm-
way too
wait,
cool?
I'm calling it the Dual and Cool.
Yeah.
The dual and cool. The dual and cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the dual and cool.
Well, we're racing each other.
Yeah.
Two old guys
All right.
who
Tell
haven't-
me.
who aren't trained
What's
very
way
well.
too cool? What's way too cool? Where is it? What is it?
Well, I'm going to say this. I've run it once, and I went into it injured. During the race, injured myself more. Sat in an aid station for 45 minutes, and they said, "We can't drive you out. This is a private property."
Alt. You were an alt.
Yeah, and so I was like, I just got to limp home. It took me 8 hours. But
Brutal. You
Tim
got it done.
has run it twice. Is that right?
Yep.
2014 ran 5:38, and then in 2016 he ran 4:46, which is phenomenal time.
Woo!
Yeah,
Sub 5.
I was stoked about that. That was my fastest 50K.
My fastest way too cool is 4:54. So I'm just going to throw that out there for both of you.
Awesome.
Knock
I
it
don't,
down.
I don't
Knock
think
it down.
I've not run sub 5 50K.
It's pretty hard to run that. Like I actually was looking back at that race. I looked at my Strava for that race because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this year. Like I know I'm not going to get close to that. But I was looking at I pretty much ran 8-minute miles for the first 20 miles.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't do that now.
I could run 8-minute miles for the
Yeah.
first 2.
Yeah. So I mean, it was relatively fast for me. I mean, I think I was.
Yeah,
I was like 48 at that time.
Okay.
So I was.
So you're 58 now?
Yep.
All right.
No way.
Yeah.
You're both older than me.
100%. Always.
I'm so used to being the oldest one in the room.
That's what I
that
said. We're in age
I
order.
heard you say that, and I was like, he's just wrong, but I'm not going to
No.
call him out.
I'm
Like,
59.
Which is weird because for the longest time I was always like the youngest guy, but now it's like I do a lot of runs with the Altitude Addict guys, and I can barely keep up with those guys,
Right.
and it sucks because
They're children.
I was
They're
because I was them like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, I'm like, damn.
Okay, children
so
is
fast.
children
But
is a little bit
But those guys are
of an exaggeration, but they're so
they're
yeah.
the best. I love those guys.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
they're welcoming. And,
Shout out to altitude.
I wish I could get out there. It's too far away during the week for me.
I'll say again that 6 a.m. all the time, every time. If that's what you need in your life, that's where you get it. That's where you get it.
It's consistency.
Well,
It's so good.
I need that, but I just can't get way down there by 6
I get
a.m.
it. I get it.
Someday I'll get down there. But
I keep thinking about the what's the name of that super steep hill that we have to run?
Goat
run
Hill.
up? Yeah, Goat Hill at like mile 25 or something like
Yeah.
that.
26.
26.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's 26. Yeah. So that's like the,
Walk that one. Like, look forward to that as an opportunity to, like, I'm going to hike and have a sandwich.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
well, and also I remember seeing this race come up every year, obviously, but it's been known to be like super wet and muddy at times.
Yeah.
And we just had a lot of rain, and so there might be some deep creek crossings.
Might dry out between now and then, but I think we're supposed to get some more rain, a little bit more.
My
Yeah,
favorite thing
yeah.
about that race is that I never ran cross country, but I see my friends, they're posting photos of their kids' cross country races and all this stuff. Like, to me, Way Too Cool looks like a 50K cross country race where like you're running like elbow to elbow, like there's
Battling.
1,000 people running that 50K,
Especially
like,
that first like couple miles, like
which is crazy.
because you don't want to get stuck in the back.
So
in the
I want
first part.
I want to say something like
go for it.
don't you like it is never the best idea to go out too fast, except at Way Too Cool.
Yeah.
You do not want to be in the conga line when you make the left off the paved road. You just don't. So if you need to run a 7-minute mile to get a clear path down that single track trail, do it. And then rest. When you get to the single track,
Yeah. Then you just
back into your own pace. Let them all pass you.
Yeah.
But do not be in that mob of people waiting to cross that creek right after the left turn. Just don't.
be like that one guy that isn't there always like one guy who like just takes off at like a 5-minute mile?
Yeah.
in that race?
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, there
usually
used to
Max
be-
King, but I don't think he runs that race anymore.
There used to be like a lottery for this. There used to be 1,200, but
Yeah.
I think there's only 500-600 people this year.
You're absolutely
It's-
correct.
it's sort
You're
of
absolutely
like
correct.
waned
Oh, really?
And
That's
But
bad.
that's still a lot of people. That's
it is.
still a lot
It's
of
still a
watts.
lot of people.
So on that note, Quicksilver hasn't sold out yet. There's been years that we've sold out in a couple hours, and we haven't sold out yet. I think just the supply is catching up with the demand right now.
There's a lot of races.
Yeah.
A ton of races. Yeah.
So, anyway, it'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
And what do we have next coming up? What shoes do you wear? What's your gear setup? What do you?
So I was like a Hoka guy for a super long time, and then all of a sudden they just like didn't fit my feet very well, and so I kind of played around with some different shoes, and now I'm on Topos.
Topos. I didn't know
Interesting.
Topos.
Yeah,
And you love them?
I do. I like them a lot.
Is there a certain thing or
I don't know. I'm using the Racer 4s.
Okay, Racer 4.
which are not
Topo Racer 4?
they're not quite as padded. They have a really wide toe box. After all these years, my toes are my joints are like bigger now. So I have a kind of a small bunion on one foot. So
Yeah, I remember.
but-
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they fit my feet really well now.
Yeah, I was gonna say early on when I first started trail running and like asking people like, "What shoe you use? What's the best shoe?" And it's like, I realized soon that your feet are like your fingerprints. Like everyone's different. You got to
I
find.
could
the
not
one
agree with that
fits-
anymore. I could not agree with that
finally
anymore.
fits you.
When new runners come to me and say like, "Hey, what shoes do I need?" I'm like, just pull something out of the clearance bin
Yeah.
and
Trail
start
shoe.
from there.
Yeah.
Is it too narrow? Is it too wide? Is it too tall? Is
Yeah.
it like get something cheap? Don't go $200 on your first pair of shoes. Right? Like that doesn't make any sense. Go find something in the clearance bin for $40 and then that's your compass. Like, is it too small, too big, too wide, too narrow? Like, and go from there, right?
Yeah. And Well, good. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Anything to add? I know you got where your kids are now. They're in. Do you still have one in Flagstaff?
Yeah. So go on.
I this is something I want to talk about.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're friends on Instagram,
Yes.
and you and one of your kids
Yeah.
are adventures.
Yeah.
Like, in a way that I admire so much. Like, so I just want you to talk about that.
Yeah. So my oldest daughter Maddie, she's an ICU nurse in Flagstaff. She lives out there. She went to school out there and she loved it, and so she stayed out there. But she has the suffer gene that she inherited from me. And we've climbed Mount Rainier together. We've climbed Shasta together. We've done Whitney together. She's gone on backpacking trips with me. I crewed her in a 50-mile race in last September out in Flagstaff.
I've seen you on TikTok.
We go skiing together, so it's fun. It's super fun.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And my other daughter, Lexi, she's graduating from Long Beach State this year.
Congrats.
And she is a super good soccer player, super good athlete.
Mountain climber?
Not into mountain climbing, not into running. She likes running a little bit, but yes, exactly. But she loves soccer. She was a super competitive soccer kid.
Well, she'll have
her whole childhood. Then
You going to any World Cup matches this year, or?
I don't know. I kind of like that stuff on TV.
You need to fill this hat with money
I know,
to get
right?
one of those tickets.
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
So my kids are good. They're fun to do stuff with.
Excellent.
I love it. I'm actually gonna go see Maddie in like 3 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Like it's like I always see Tim and Maddie out there doing amazing things, and it's like I don't know a better word than it's freaking adorable. Like,
yeah, it's fun.
Life goal, right?
She's sort of the girl version of me.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, it's been great having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck at the race.
Thanks. We'll see
I
you
hope
out
to
there.
be at least close behind you, if not right there with you.
I don't know. You're
No, you're gonna beat him. You're gonna beat him.
You're pretty fast.
Look at how
Jeff. I
lean
don't
he
know.
looks. Look at how he's looking lean and
I know.
good, man. He's
I
gonna
see
beat you.
runs.
He's gonna
You run
beat you,
pretty
Tim.
fast.
I'm old. I'm old.
You're the same age as me.
I'm 1 year older.
Okay.
I give that one to John all the time. I got John by exactly like 367 days.
Okay. Exactly. All right.
But yeah, thanks again. And this will be the end of our season 2, episode 2.
Go get dirty out there.
Peace.